Or son of SlabHub. Hey there, comic friends and fiends. Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. Chris, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm good, my man. I'm excited for Son of SlabHub.
That's right. We're coming to you from the past.
It's true. But we're going to have to get back to the future.
Well, next week.
Well, I got to be careful. We don't want to get sued, but okay.
Yeah. Next week we'll get back to the today.
Right.
Unless you're in Australia, and then it'll be yesterday.
Or tomorrow, depending which way you're looking.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, enough of that weirdness. I don't know. I'm utterly confused. I don't know about you. Maybe next we'll talk about things in metric and standard simultaneously, just for fun.
It's the United States versus the entire populace of the planet.
Hey! Now England makes it worse. They're still using stones and hands and stupid stuff. So,
yeah, bizarre.
And they use miles. They use miles, but they also use
right. On the other side of the road.
Yeah. Anyways. Well, there you go. So today, I have a box of comics of submission, CBCS submission from I just said it, CBCS submission. Well, there you are. Good night, folks. Now, so the whole purpose, I'm not here. Why this is recorded, by the way, I'm picking up my son from university. He's coming home after having completed his sophomore year successfully, I hope, as I record this, because otherwise it'll be a difficult trip home. But anyways, box of comics from CBCS. This happens to actually be the very first submission I sent into CBCS after I quit CGC. So it's not really my very first ever submission, but this box here on the slab cam represents the very first big submission I sent to them to take over. And so when I did that, I decided to send it into them and utilize what they have, a feature called pre-screen for press. Because I didn't have my own presser yet, or one that I was using for this. So I sent a bunch of books in. Pre-screen for press, basically you commit to paying a small inspection fee that if they don't, it doesn't need to be pressed. They just pass it on to grading and charge you a small fee versus the full pressing fee. And if it needs to be pressed, then that fee goes towards the pressing. PGX used to do that. I used to use it with PGX all the time because PGX's was completely free. But this could save you potentially money. Did it save me any money? Well, I sent in about 20 books, and there was only 6 books that got pressed. So it saved me quite a bit of money because in theory, every book that they didn't press wouldn't have got graded any better than it got graded. If they had pressed it, is essentially what they're saying. Pressing won't help it or whatnot. So if we miss the 9.8 and we get a 9.6, it's because of some other issue other than a pressing issue in theory. Cool. You do have the option, by the way, if a book were to go through this process, you could also pre-screen for grade. And then, of course, you can also then have it, any reject books go and be a raw grade if you want it instead. So let's talk timelines. So you might remember CGC did their first price hike, went into effect back in April of 2021. These books were shipped out from my home on May 10th, 2021. They were received in June. So it took them 25 business days to receive them into their system. And now they shipped back to us, and they're here after having been out 325 days, nearly a year. Now, this is part of where I kind of shot myself in the foot. I sent 20 books in with pre-screen for press. Well, if only 6 needed a press, but that means all the rest of the books had to sit there and wait for those 6 to go through the pressing. So that is a potential flaw with this scenario. It might work out better for you on a small submission of 5 books or so, where you've taken the time to really look at the books and determine for yourself. Then it probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But 6 books needed a press. the whole whole lot had to wait. And unfortunately, even though at the time lead times were only about 15 weeks for each, the glut started coming, it started getting pushed back and longer and longer. And unfortunately, none of the grading companies lock you into a turnaround time based on when you submit. Instead, it's just a rolling, keeps getting pushed back. Anyway, as we go. So there you go. 325 days. Let's hope they're good. All right, Chris. So I'm going to go ahead and open this live here because I know normally on SlabHub I might have just gone ahead and done it, had them already undone, but part of an unboxing at the same time, people like to see how are they packed and everything else. So box comes, it's a little bit different than a CGC scenario with CBCS. They tend to use packing paper as opposed to those big cardboard walls.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Watch your back, Rob. Watch your back.
So they do make a nice little cocoon for it.
It's like a,
yeah,
like
a cave for it. And we have this bubble wrapped brick. Thick bubble wrap. I'm going to go ahead and cut through it carefully here. Let me know if I'm too loud.
It's exciting.
I know. If it's loud, let me know. I'll mute my mic.
You might as well mute your mic. Okay. So I will be perfectly honest for all of you that are watching this and you haven't hit that fast forward button. I truly have no idea what Rob has shipped out. I have no idea what's in that box. I'm going to commentate the best that I can. I'll give a little bit of description if I know anything about the slabs. I'm going to comment on the slab grade. Obviously, I'm hoping for at least 199. Wouldn't that be magical? And make it a beautiful day in California, even though California has beautiful days every day of the year. But I'm excited. Rob reached out to me a little while ago, said, I'd like to do a Summit SlabHub. When are you going to be available to hop on and we'll record live? And that was just a little while ago. And we decided that tonight's the night. And yeah, again, Rob, watch your back lifting up all those books, man. That looks like quite the load.
That's it for our slab cam. So I can go ahead and just remove that completely now.
All right,
which is
let's
good.
blow yourself up.
And, yeah, I'm gonna kick that guest, my synthetic guest. All right, there we go. All right, so first up, okay, no idea. So backside is Superman and Lois. So I don't know.
All right, so we have a DC book.
Yep. All right. Oh, I took the grade off to reveal everything. All right. Well,
you can tell right away that's a Raf Cressetti. That's a Raf Cressetti, the 1 in 25s, I believe they were. Yep. They came out late last year. Yeah, early last year.
Several of these. Yeah. The 1 in 25. So this is Batman 106. So this is the first appearance of the League of Lazarus and the first appearance of Miracle Molly in cameo. So
right.
9.8, which is exactly what we want here.
Very nice. Now that was not a book that you pressed, correct, Rob?
I don't know which 6 they pressed. I sent them. I sent them all in as because these are all modern books. So it was them pre-screening for press, and these were all for the most part limited production run books.
Yes. So we'll have a lot of ratios.
So there's a lot of ratios or other stuff that probably doesn't mean we're going to need much in the way of pressing here.
Okay.
I'm trying to see whether I should take these out of these bags for showing them off. I probably should. All right. The Kubert School.
Very nice. Also a DC book.
There we go.
Ooh, the Scarecrow. I like it.
Yes.
I like it a lot.
Batman 107. Just no first appearances or anything noted, just regular appearances. But yeah, that new look Scarecrow. This is just a beautiful cover.
Yep.
I thought they did a really good job with these 1 in 25s. That's why I actually went ahead and got the whole run.
Yeah, the Grassetti did a fantastic job with all of the pencil work is just incredible. And here's Miracle Molly's first appearance. Boom, 9.8.
So yeah. And this
Beautiful.
is 108. First full appearance of Miracle Molly and first appearance of Squeak.
Yeah, I like that cover so much. I picked up one for myself.
I really could think. Problem is, I almost feel like they need signatures.
Yeah,
but then again, that's just me. Some color retouch. No.
We might be able to get China in on it. Grassetti himself might be a little bit more of a challenge.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. This is a. I don't know how this one may. Oh, okay. This one may not. We'll see how this one shows off here. So this is another Batman 108. So
yes, the
this
foil.
Is the foil art germ.
Art germ. Yeah.
I was confused because I looked at the backside, and the backside has the trade dress. And I was like, wait a second, I
didn't know that.
Foil. Yeah, I guess we never took them out and looked at them, huh? We just bagged and boarded. So,
good to know. I picked that one up myself. Yeah, that's I thought that was just a fun cover by Art Germ. I liked it. Yeah, I hope they do something. I hope they use that character well.
Yeah, I hope she sticks around a bit. So first, same descriptions, of course, for Sun, and this is the Stanley Lau retailer incentive, because that's how everybody knows him. Of course, is a Stanley Lau.
Right, Mr. Lau, Art Germ.
So, Mr. Lau, I feel like
Mr. Lau,
Mr. Lau, I expect you to die. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at these grades ahead of time, so I'm just not going to spoil. So this one, of course, is a book that's been kind of a potentially big deal down the road. This is our first full appearance. First appearance of Damian Wayne in cameo as a child.
Right.
I had hoped this one to come back in 9.8. Unfortunately, it came back 9.6, but still respectable grade. I have another one of these in my boxes of comics that I may pull out and take a second crack at it, but I don't know that it's going to get any better.
Nothing wrong with that. That's a book people are kind of flocking towards right now.
The thick purple cover gives it a little bit of, so there's a little color rub down the very bottom going.
Okay.
Corner. All right. Next up, what we got here? Oh, here we go. We're going to go with our first full appearance. Oh, my goodness gracious.
There we go. Oh, yep. Well, there it is.
It's like a lot of angle to get to it. I thought I turned. Oh, you still, honey? Sorry, I thought I had closed the curtains to help cut the glare, but came through. So 9.8.
Very nice.
First appearance of Damian Wayne in cameo, it says. Wait a second. How can we have...
Say what?
Oh, because this one's his first appearance in cameo as a child, and this was his cameo. Well, I always thought this was his first full appearance. So if this is not his first full appearance, then what is?
I'm seeing there should be asterisks beside those.
I'm going to have to look, and I may have to add up information about that here. But because I don't know, unless you have the ability to Chris to take a look.
Damian Wayne wasn't Batman 666.
No, 666 was when he becomes his first appearance as Batman in the future.
Okay, right. Okay, my mistake.
So I don't have the ability to look and do this at the same time. So if you have Geek Collector, but anyway, so Batman the Detective one.
There we are. It's a nice cover as well.
Yep.
9.8. Batman the Detective was actually one of my favorite Batman stories that came out last year.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yep, Batman over in the UK. Very, very good.
The villains that were trying to remove, they were targeting all the people Batman saved.
Right.
Ooh. All right. So this is Dr. Aphra, issue 3. This is from the volume 1. This is the 1 in 25 droids variant. So the first 3 issues each featured. I had 1 in 25 variants that each had these droids. I've got all 3 of those. I recently, actually on earlier episode, a mail call episode, which was my pre-screen that aired a couple weeks ago, where I sent in books just unpressed, uncleaned, nothing, pre-screened for grade. We had the issue 1, which came back in a 9.6.
Yes.
So here's issue 3, which is I think this is the first. I think this is the first appearance. It doesn't say a first appearance on here, but I'm pretty sure this is the first appearance of the Imperial agent that Afra falls in love with. Anyways, 9.6.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, well, yeah, 9.8 would be great because 9.8 it's like a $600 or $700 book, but it's a 9.6. It's still a $250 something book as of this recording. There is a color rub on the bottom corner. I know, I don't doubt that. I mean, but I paid like $25 for it at my LCS. So,
well, when she shows up, it's going to skyrocket.
All right. This has got to be another one of these 1 in 25s because the back is another Lois and.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, right. Nice grade. Raf Grissetti's take on the Clown Prince of Crime. Love it.
That's right.
Love it.
So here's our first. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I really liked the fact that he uses the image with the Joker just leaning forward, just so the forehead lifts a little bit more exposed to darken up the eyes and darken the smile. It's very, very nice. It's a good piece of work.
First appearance of Crescenda.
Crescenda.
Right. Crescenda. Take me all the way. I don't. There we go.
Oh. All right.
So sweet. Joker issue 2.
Right. Yep. We have Punchline.
We're featuring Punchline on the cover there. This says help if I hold it back some. It seems to do a little bit better. And we have in it the first appearance of Vengeance. So that, of course, being the daughter of Bane, and Aiden Priest. Don't remember who Aiden Priest was, and I'm still reading this. But
that's an interesting book to spec on. Interesting book.
I do like
Vengeance.
No, Punchline.
Okay.
But if you like Vengeance.
That was a nice segue. That is a great cover.
So this is the 1 in per store variant.
Very nice. Who's the artist on that?
So yeah, the art is Gilliam March and Mirka Andolfo. Mirka
Andolfo. Mm-hmm.
I think as I recall, it's a Mirka Andolfo cover.
Mm-hmm.
And it is listed as Harrison Retailer Incentive. I don't know what Harrison is, but unless the Harrison, oh no, Harrison's the artist, cover artist. That's what it is.
Okay.
And
so Andolfo does the interiors,
and Gil March did the interiors. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it's the Retailer Incentive that was the one. Wait a second, is this just the Retailer Incentive instead of the thank you? Yeah, was it a 1 per store, or was this this was it was a secret 1 in 50 variant, I think is what it was, wasn't it?
I thought it was the 1 per store as well.
I can't remember. Either way, whatever.
Either way.
Yeah, 9.8. First appearance of Vengeance. Got Vengeance on the cover. I just remember nobody was expecting it. And so that's why I think it was like a 1 in 50. It was a secret 1 in 50. So if you didn't order them, you just didn't order them or something. But all right, I see these. These are going to be okay. So these were next 3 books, I think. These are a little series that these were a special from Hive it was a Hive Comics exclusive. Peach Momoko was buzzing super high at the time. Everything that she did was selling out left and right. And I've expressed before my love of her sketch covers above all else.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was a series, all 3 issues of this little series, No Heroine, and where these are all the
wow.
All 3 of these are going to be just the sketch covers instead of before she puts the watercolor on the versions that were sold in mass. So this was a little 3-pack that you were able to buy the 3-pack for like, I think it was like $65 for the 3-pack, and 50% of the proceeds were going to some cancer charity. So it was a
wonderful,
great opportunity to not only pick up some good-looking books, but also to don't be participating in a drive for a good cause. So here's issue 2. You can really see the different layering and the lines and the colors, which is just great.
Very cool. I've never seen that image before.
And last,
oh wow. Yeah, she is incredibly talented. Let's just give her a little bit of props. She is incredibly talented. Yeah. I actually think that's the nicest one of the 3. That's very nice.
Yeah, and you can really, I don't know if I can get it with all the glare that I'm getting, but see, try to get some of the additional lines and stuff where you can see what makes it so much better than there you go. That's a very nice sharp.
Incredible. All right. 9/8.
Yeah, so 9/8 on these Virgin variants, this limited Hive comic sketch exclusives. All right. And hey, all these slabs are in beautiful condition. I don't see any scratches or warps or anything else in them. Nice and solid. No books shaking about. How about another character that's come out recently? Robin, issue 1, first appearance of Flatline.
Right.
Who by now we starting to see Damien and Flatline get a little smoochy noochies.
Yep. Interesting. That's a great image as well.
I really kind of dig the concept of that character. How the character his power is basically to learn to not to lose. All right. Okay. Now we get into some Star Wars: The High Republic, issue 4. Here's a Frankie's variant.
Yep.
This is cover by Koi Pham. So there you go. None of these are very good about telling like all the keys, but let's just tell you that any Star Wars High Republic issue 1 through 12, it's some sort of a key. Just about.
Yeah. And they all have lots of variants.
Yes, because here comes another issue number 4. Mike Mayhew variant.
I feel like I've seen that recently. Very nice.
And let's see here. What else we got? Oh, I'll save that one for last. This one's got to be an older book. A little bit, because it's got Fleer basketball card with Scottie Pippen on the back of the book. And sure enough, as I'm looking here ahead, I can see just out of the periphery of my eye. I want to cover this because I don't remember what this is grade wise. So this is a book that we actually on SlabHub haven't seen that many times, surprisingly. But it's probably because it's not really all that super valuable, but it's a book that is near and dear to all of our hearts, because it was in our wheelhouse as kids. And that is the king of the foil daddies.
Lethal Protector.
Lethal Protector 1, right? Yes. Finally, I got myself a 9/8. I
Very
have,
nice.
God, my goodness, if I can get that in there. I have some 9.6s and such, but a 9.8 has eluded me for a while. So very,
Very
very happy to
nice.
finally turn one of my copies into a 9.8. Awesome. Yeah, I don't think we've seen that book on SlabHub more than
Maybe 3 times. Maybe three
if
times.
that.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I always remember the start of that book with him and Spider-Man and web slinging and Venom singing "The Streets of San Francisco," or "I Left My Heart in San Francisco."
All right. So here's a book that, it's
Arthur Adams. That's what I think of when I see that book.
that's right.
The,
It's
the first full appearance of Gambit. Asterisk.
it's a first appearance
It's a first appearance. All right.
of Gambit. That's right.
Nice.
Oh. So this X-Men Annual number 14, part 4 of 4 of the Future Days of Present, or Days of Future Present.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a square bound or a square-ish
Yes, it
bound
is.
book.
Mm-hmm.
And surprisingly, it's got just a slight bit of a roll to it, and they still gave it a 9.8.
Oh,
It's
you
not,
got someone. You got someone on a Wednesday.
because I mean, it's
Yeah, you can see it. Yep.
you can read the late text
Yeah.
facing forward.
Yeah.
But when I look at the backside, it's aligned.
Well,
Whatever. Anyways, I will still take it. That's right. 9.8. First published appearance of Gambit. There you go. That's a good way of putting it. No one can argue with it, was whether it's a full cameo or anything else. It's the first published appearance of Gambit.
Yep.
I like that. That's a good way to put it. X
Rob,
Factor.
before you put it down,
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say, read the creative team and
absolutely. I'll get over there to that. So first published appearance of Gambit, X Factor crossover, Fantastic Four, and New Mutants appearance, right?
Yes.
And then of course we go over to the creative side, cover and art, Art Adams, with interior art Dan Green and Bob Wysick, and then you got Al Milgrom, Art Thimbert, Mark Hinkey, Steve Mancuso. Sorry, my eyes are not focusing well. And Jeff Isherwood. And story by, of course, Chris Claremont.
Yeah.
I got like, that's good. So, not to be confused, I have a couple other copies of this that aren't slabbed, but at least one of those other copies is my wife's.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last book.
All right, we're talking Miles Morales. Ultimate Fallout 4. Second printing. All right.
So recently, not too long ago, somebody on IG had claimed to have a case of stock that had a full case that had never been cracked open and was selling them. And I managed to get one of them. I wish I had gotten more, but wish I got one.
So it wasn't polybagged, correct?
No.
No, okay.
Yes, no, the second printing wasn't polybagged, but it was in a case all this time. And so when I got it, I know that it's not a 9.8 because there was some color rub on the back. I think it may only crack a 9.2.
Fingers crossed that you're wrong.
9.4. 9.4 is solid. I mean, this it's amazing is how for now this is an inexpensive book, especially in a 9.4. I think it's like less than $200.
And
or it's right,
there's nothing wrong with getting that book.
or it's right around a $200 book. Now, obviously, I paid a lot less than that because I paid raw for a book, random book out of a case of books, so didn't know what you were getting. So, but we know as the first keeps going up, that second print is going to be
It'll draw it up just by gravitational force.
So we got full. So first appearance of Miles Morales as Spider-Man. There's a kangaroo appearance. That's something that's often not said. On the back side, full page ads for Ultimate Hawkeye #1, Ultimate All New Spider-Man #1, New Avengers Annual #1, and Journey into Mystery 626. Oh yeah, so we got story title, Ultimate Fallout Chapter 4, Spider-Man story, no title, Reed Richards story, no title, and Valerie Cooper story with no title. Okay. So let's see if this is, so I could probably get at least, yeah. So you can see right here, we got some stuff.
Yeah.
And right here.
Yeah.
So staples stacked on staples. That's, and then there's also some chicanery along. Let's see if that'll focus.
Yeah. We should only ever use the term chicanery when a Formula One car is dealing with it. But yes.
But the front cover looks solid.
Yeah, it presents beautiful.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I would, like I said, when I got it, I was sad, expecting something more in the neighborhood of a 992. So I'm pretty happy with the 994 on that. Ecstatic about that 98 on that Avengers or X-Men Annual. I did not.
Yep,
I did not expect. When sending that in, there's no way that I expected a 9.8 just because this is a book from 1990.
Yeah, I can remember the day it was released because, as you know, I am an Arthur Adams fan, and everything he was putting out then, whether it was Marvel or the rare DC, whether it's interiors or cover, I was picking it up, and I picked up that book, and I actually enjoyed the cover. I believe it's the new Phoenix is on there. Reed Richards' son is on there.
We got a whole slew of teams. It's 32-year-old book. Yep. So I honestly, I would have been happy with a 9.4 on it. So that's great.
And look to see. I was going to say, everyone, look to see that book on the wall in the very near future, and the Lethal Protector as well. But I'm sure
I won't make it to the wall because the wall is actually going to be shifting. It's going to be more and more. There's some more older stuff that's coming back soon, and some more older stuff going up. There's some more rocket ships and bubble helmets and ray guns.
We're going to have to get Arthur Adams on that wall eventually.
Wow. All right, that was pretty decent, I thought.
Yeah. Yep. I don't think there was a bad grade in the bunch.
No, there
was. I know you may have been disappointed with the 9.6 earlier, but I would be over the moon excited about that entire haul.
Yeah,
good for you. Good for you.
The 9.4 was our worst grade in the whole lot, right? So,
yeah. And it was actually something to be excited about because you were expecting something significantly worse.
That's right.
Hoping for a 9.2. You said you were hoping for a 9.2.
Exactly.
And it came a 9.4.
So yeah, I'm good. That makes me happy. So yeah, so we're gonna come back live next week, and next week on the show we're gonna have John's Comics with Kids. So make sure you're here live at 11:30 Pacific, 2:30 Eastern to check out John's Comics with Kids as he makes his first appearance here on SlabHub. Chris, thank you very much for joining me for this recorded episode. And everyone in the audience who's watching this, until next time, make sure you collect what you want and don't listen to me because, just a guy with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching. Need comic books pressed? Well, Rob Fatstacks and friend of the channel, the Rogue Trader, have partnered to fight cancer and provide you with a great deal. Whenever you order pressing services from the Rogue Trader's website, theroguetraderutah.com, and use the code FATSTAX at checkout, you'll receive 20% off your pressing purchases, even on already discounted multi-book bundles. In addition, each time the code is used, we'll make a donation of $10 to the C3 Comics Curing Cancer campaign in partnership with the American Cancer Society. It's a win-win. You get your books pressed, and we kick the butt of cancer.